Welcome back to Rise Up For You TV. This is Natalina Nasruddin, CEO and founder of Rise Up For You. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Rise Up For You is all about empowering you and your team to push your potential, your performance, and to be your absolute best. We work with organizations around the world to enhance company culture, leadership, communication, and really all the human skills that we often don't get to spend a lot of time on. Well, in today's video, we are going to tackle emotional intelligence, part 1, self-awareness. I'm going to break down 3 strategies that can help you actually build self-awareness. Here at Rise Up For You, we're all about providing you tangible tools to help you build the muscle within soft skills. We want to make sure that not only are we providing great content, but we're actually providing you tools and strategies that you can implement on a day-to-day basis. So in my previous video, I talked about how 95% of leaders think that they're self-aware and only 10% actually are. That's a huge gap. So I'm probably talking about you, and that's okay because I also have gaps within my accurate self-assessment and the blind spots that I have. We all have them, and that's okay. But when we build self-awareness, we want to make sure that we can build all 3 competencies of this first pillar. So that's emotional awareness, accurate self-assessment, and self-confidence. All 3 of these elements are going to help us build the self-awareness muscle. So let's jump into some of our strategies. Strategy number 1 to building self-awareness is very simple, and I know you've heard this multitude of times, and that's just journaling. That's writing out your thoughts and sitting with yourself and creating silence and space to identify what you're actually thinking and feeling. Now, you might say, Netta, I really don't like journaling, and that's okay. What we want to do is try to provide even 1 to 5 minutes where you can just sit without any consumption coming in. So that's no news, no social media, no energy from anybody, just sitting by yourself and asking yourself, what do I feel? What's in my mind right now? What thoughts do I have? The more you can do this, the more you're able to pay attention and build the awareness within yourself. Oftentimes, especially in today's world, there is so much information and consumption coming at us that many of us are in reactive mode. We don't even know what we're thinking or what we're feeling because we're on the go, 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 go. Now imagine if you can spend even just a few minutes sitting with yourself and asking yourself, how do I feel? How was my day? Is there something that bothered me today? Or was there something that excited me today? And being able to identify and put language to those feelings is going to help you build that emotional awareness. Strategy number 2 is seeking feedback. I know the F word, it's difficult, it can be harsh, and it also can be putting you in a very vulnerable place. I've been there. Getting feedback from your team oftentimes can feel scary, it can feel overwhelming, and sometimes we could even deflect and be defensive when we receive that feedback. But I encourage you and I challenge you in a positive way to even go to just 5 people that you know and trust that will give you honest feedback about who you are and how you're showing up. This way, you have a multitude of answers and opinions from people that you work with or maybe family so that you can understand, am I really showing up this way? And based off of the information they give you, I want you to ask yourself, is this how you want to show up? Now, if you want to go that extra mile, then I encourage taking our emotional and social intelligence assessment that we have within our Rise Up For You membership, where they will assess you on your emotional intelligence, and then you're able to see the aggregated data and the difference between your response and their response. But at the end of the day, receiving feedback is gonna help you understand if there's any blind spots, even if it's scary. I remember once when I was an executive, I asked 200 people to assess me anonymously. 75% said I was intimidating, scary, and I looked mad all the time. Now, I had no idea. I thought I was warm and fuzzy and inviting. So me doing that assessment, although it was sad and it did hurt my feelings, I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best things I did because it showed me where I needed to grow and it showed me my strengths and my opportunities for growth. And strategy number 3 is building that self-confidence. 83% of professionals say their number 1 challenge is related to self-confidence. I'm just gonna ask you one simple question in today's video, and I want you to think about it and I want you to reflect on it. If God forbid, your job, your title, all your money, everything that you've accumulated, all of your accomplishments went away, who are you and what do you stand for? Just want you to answer that. Who are you and what do you stand for? If that's hard for you to answer, if you're answering with some kind of role, so for example, if you're saying, well, I'm a mom, or I'm a parent, or I'm a teacher, all of those things are external, okay? So if you catch yourself answering based off of your skill, your degrees, or a role, I want you to reflect even further. That means that your self-confidence is probably more of what we call micro-confidence. Micro-confidence is where we build ourselves up based off of external factors and things. What we want is true self-confidence, which is a belief in yourself, a trust that you can achieve, a growth mindset, that when you make mistakes, you're not identified by it, you're not crippled by it, you will continue to take action. The self-confidence is what we want. That'll help us stay resilient, that'll help us take action, and that'll help us continue to make positive decisions that are in alignment with us. But if it's hard for you to answer that one question that I just asked you, who are you? What do you stand for? Without any external validation, it's very possible, in fact, highly possible, that this entire time your confidence has been built off of these external things that can fall apart in any moment. Thanks again for joining us here at Rise Up For You TV, talking about the 3 strategies to build self-awareness. Next time, I'll see you here.